17 offensive rebounds. One of the keys going into the game was to try to out-rebound them. And I thought we did a decent job with that. In the first half, we struggled offensively. I think both teams struggled offensively in the first half. But I thought our defense hung in there. Second half, we had a couple breakdowns where they had open shots. In terms of transition, we didn't match up right. But I give Virginia Tech credit. They're a good team. I didn't know if they were going to miss a foul shot in the second half, but they're good. But I thought our effort was good. Andrew struggled tonight, which hurt us a little bit. But I thought Demetrius played extremely well. I thought our guards did decent. I think the effort was there. Now we just have to execute a little bit better.
What about their defense made it struggle?
They were doubling, and we didn't do a great job of kicking the ball out and making shots. So when we didn't make the shots, it became even more of a double team. We just got to get better, better when the ball goes inside, and better movement. You got to knock down some shots.
Coach Andrew just seemed like he got frustrated early, and that kind of stayed with him almost throughout the rest of the game. I mean, is that kind of what you got a sense of from him?
No, I don't think he just didn't play good. I don't know if he got frustrated. I can't speak to that. You'd have to ask him that. But he didn't play. He struggled, and part of it was Virginia Tech's defensive job, and part of it he missed some shots.
You guys had to go small a lot too tonight. How much might that have had to do with Andrew's struggles? The fact that he's playing with four guards a lot of the time too. Maybe didn't have that.
They played with four guards, so we had to match it. And so when they went small, we went small. And second half we went small a lot and scored 43 points. So that had nothing to do with it. We practice that in practice all the time. No matter if Quan is in there or Demetrius is the forward, it has no effect on Andrew. Offensive game.
Were they forcing him out, Andrew, a little more than you were?
No, I think they doubled down ball side and then they rotated. Very similar to what we do. And he struggled. Sometimes he put the ball down too soon. They stole it. He kicked it out. We missed shots or whatever. But they did a good job.
It seemed like they started off on that 9-2 run, and you guys would get it kind of close, but never could quite get over the hump. Was it kind of frustrating to get it, kind of battle back constantly?
No, it's like when we were playing. It's not like we played some Division III team here. It's this is a good team, and we fought. Get off to a tough start, and I thought we showed some mental toughness by fighting back. We had a couple breakdowns in the first half, the last minute of the game. The first half where they hit 2 threes. One was contested, one we screwed up on a out of bounds play. But I thought in the first half, I thought we fought. We just, I'm not sure if we took the lead or not, but we were right there.
But you talked to me before the game about playing inside out and being able to shoot from the perimeter in this game. I mean, how much of those struggles were kind of on your own doing, and how much do you think it was their?
I think it was both. You have to watch the tape, but I think it was both. They're a good defensive team, and we knew coming into the game that they were a good half-court defensive team. But at the same time, we did shoot 31%. It's not like we shot 10%. But I think it's both. It's some of us not moving the ball properly and part of their defense.
I'm sure every team you play, they go in trying to stop Andrew or he's the concern.
Yeah.
What does he usually? What does he usually do that he wasn't doing tonight? I guess is he usually kind of don't bother him? I guess.
Yeah. It's hard to. Yeah. He waited a little bit too long, and the double team engulfed him. He picked out the wrong guy to kick it to. Sometimes he put the ball down, too late. When you get double teamed, you have to go early or you have to kick it out. And that's just something that he didn't do a good job on today, but usually does.
Did you know 14 for them? Davila did a pretty good job of.
Yeah, he's a good defensive player. He's he's strong. He's physical. But it's not one guy stopping him. It's their team defense stopping him.
Demetrius, despite some of that stuff, you guys still had a 59-54 with just over 4 minutes left, and then they kind of took over down the stretch there almost. I mean, what kind of happened at that point where you guys pulled right back in it, and then they kind of took it away down the stretch?
I mean, it was making shots. Didn't make those shots. Much what happened.
Talk about your own performance on it. Tied a career high with 23. You had some big shots to keep you guys in it, you know, really throughout the whole course of the game tonight.
Just went out there and tried to help my team, you know, get the win. And I tried to do whatever I could, whether it's scoring, rebounding, like defense, whatever my team needed me to do, that's what I tried to do tonight.
Any further questions for coach or player?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.